Hey, good evening. How is everybody doing today? Jennifer Delatorre, creator, founder of Nice Girls Finish Last, and I have a special guest with me today, my 8-year-old daughter, Jayla Delatorre, the coolest chick I know. And she's saying hello.
Hi, Jayla Delatorre. Subscribe to my channel.
Yes, she has a YouTube channel, guys, so if you have a child, tell them to check it out. Now, we actually have matching shirts, so I thought I'd mother of a princess, daughter of a queen. Yes, you know, you gotta represent. So anyways, wanted to bring her live with me today and just kind of discuss building confidence. So I work with new women entrepreneurs, as many of you know, and a big problem that they have is their confidence and their insecurities they have when it comes to business, because a lot of it is very new to them. So there's those insecurities with, did I start the right business? Hey, Christine. Say hi to Christine. Say hi to Aurora.
Hey.
Say hi to Joe Cross.
Hey, Joe Crossy.
So they have insecurities on, did they even start the right business? Their insecurities on their self-starting talents, about going live, maybe selling for the first time, putting themselves out in front of speaking in front of a group of people, and do they look silly? Are they gonna get criticized? All of that. And so what happens is that you end up not doing anything at all. So what I was hoping to do tonight, and the reason why I brought my daughter on board, which is what I will explain in just a moment, is I wanted to give a couple of tips, but also just maybe some insights, so that if you right now are a woman trying to build your business and you've been kind of hesitant to do a lot of things, hesitant to get a coach that you need, hesitant to post on social media, hesitant to launch that website, all of those things that make you nervous, mostly because you're worried about criticism. That's what I'm hoping to give you some tips and insights with to help work you through that. But of course, at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to you and how important it is for you to learn this lesson and put yourself out there. Christine says, such a good lesson to do with your daughter. Yes. And so I brought Jayla on because me and her are very similar in many ways. Sometimes I see her do things, or my parents will, and they'll just say, wow, that's like your duplicate. But I know from watching her, she is much more confident as a person than I ever was at her age. I was very shy. She sees a talent show come up. She wants to like, hey, I'm going to do this in the talent show. Me, I would have been like, whoa, not get in front of all those people. So she's a different girl, and she's definitely have a lot of confidence, and we all have our self-doubt, of course. But Jayla, before we go further, then introduce yourself. Just tell them a little bit about yourself, because they really don't know too much about you except for the photos I share.
Okay, so I like to play basketball, I like to do jump rope, and I love drawing, and I am in second grade, and my teacher is Mrs. Van Tyne.
Do you like your teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So that's Jayla in a quick nutshell. So I wanted to share with you a few incidents that happened to me since building Nice Girls Finish Last. Of course, there's been other ones in previous businesses. Thanks, Christine. She said, you're so beautiful. But just with focusing on Nice Girls. And this is just to share with you my story in case you haven't heard it already. And if you have been hesitant to step out in front of people, or if you've gone through this, maybe we can relate and you know that it's going to be all right. So I once did a live event for women to come out and learn about some business and also some motivation. Well, anyways, after that event, we did a follow-up email, and one of the attendees actually sent me back an email saying that, and mind you, I'm a polite person. You guys know me, right? So she wrote back saying something, a long email, and I wish I saved it, but I didn't, along the lines of maybe if I tried being nice, I would get more business, or something along those lines, which how does she know how much business I get? Like, she doesn't know if I was doing well or not. And also that she had some insulting words about the clothes that I had, which was a business suit. I know, shocking, right? But you know what? Whatever. I saw the email and at first it disturbed me. And then I was like, you know what? Who is she? Well, needless to say, I later seen that she was trying to kind of copy the movement I had going on in the events. And so, well, envy is everywhere, right?
That's jealousy.
That's jealousy. And so like, let's see, another thing that happened, I had sent an email just a few months back, and actually all I was providing was some content in there, a free training video that I had done, and that's it. There was no sales or anything. Well, one random woman on the list replied back, criticizing all of my techniques, my advice, my tactics, and of course, being the title that I have, they love to throw that one in my face whenever I like must irritate them somehow. So they love to use this against me. So they went along the lines again about being nice. Meanwhile, they weren't being nice. So why are they telling me to be nice and they're not being nice? Anyways, so that was another quick scenario. And then I believe I had one more. Let's see. I don't know. But here's the bottom line. Nice girls care if they are being criticized. Nice girls worry that if they expose themselves too much, if they reveal their thoughts and their real opinions and don't just agree with everybody else, that they're going to be disliked and that they are not going to be part of that crowd anymore. Hey, Tia Laura, how are you? And so they get scared that no one's going to like me. They're not going to accept me for who I am. So they go around kind of not exposing themselves too much and then also putting on a little bit of a front of who they really are because they don't want to be criticized. But if you're going to be in business, you cannot be afraid to be yourself because a lot of what your brand represents, and if you don't have a good, strong brand right now, chances are you're not putting enough of yourself into it. So if you are too afraid to put yourself out there, then you're not going to have a strong brand. Okay. She's got like, face expressions going on. Okay, keep it going. You make me look exciting. She's actually the one that watched one of my live videos and said, okay, can we get to the point already? That's my daughter right there. But here's the thing that you have to remember. Negative feedback, it always means you struck a nerve. If somebody has something ugly to say, it means that something you said made them feel even a tiny bit insecure about what they're doing, what they have done, who they are, who they want to be, and cannot put themselves out there. So it's envy. What did you say it was? Jealousy. They're just jealous that they can't do what you do, have the confidence that you have. And so you struck a nerve there. So if you are watching and you have criticism because you posted something online, because you marketed a certain way, because you dressed a certain way, because your makeup was a certain way, because your hair looked horrible, whatever the case may be, who cares? Why did they have to voice that opinion to you? You're obviously ahead of them, and don't stop doing what you do, okay? And it has nothing to do with you. It just has to do with their insecurity. It has more to do with them than it does you. Yes, Ashley, and thank you for joining. It most definitely does. And that's just part of it. So let's see. Oh yes, and I also have had people not like a certain message in my videos, and so of course they've got to critique it or whatever, but hey, you know what? Obviously something I said bothered you, or you thought, oh my gosh, she's talking about me. No, I'm not, because I don't even know you, but whatever, and it's just my opinion. So the point is, you must stay secure with who you are, and if you're going to have a fighting chance at business, hey Desiree, so you got to make sure that you're willing to put your business out there. You're willing to expose yourself a little bit, and don't be afraid of it. It's okay. So when you are feeling a little bit of doubt to move forward, just remember these 3 tips that I want to go through with you. Jayla's actually going to share them with you just to kind of give you some insight. So hopefully these will help next time you're feeling a little reserved to do the live or send the email or approach someone or whatever the case may be. So Jayla, what's the first tip that you have?
You are not for everybody, but you are everything to somebody.
Yes, so you are not for everybody, but you are everything to somebody. Now, this In this case, somebody being plural. So you guys know there are celebrities, there are gurus, there are coaches, there are whatever that you may not like at all. They annoy the crap out of you. But there is a huge group of people that love this person or love these people, and they give them inspiration. They give them hope. Thank you, Aurora, for the hearts. Hey, Gina. So it's okay. You are not for everybody. I've said it in many other videos, but there are people out there that need you. There are women that email me and say, what's up with your suit, lady? And try to be nice more often. And then there's the women that are like, thank you for saying that, because nobody that I've watched or seen says those things. So I am for somebody and I'm not for everybody. And that's just the way it is. So when you feel like I'm going to get criticism, people aren't going to like what I have to say, there's people out there waiting for you to say what you have to say. And if you don't do it, you're not giving them any service at all. What's number 2?
Number 2 is own your mistakes.
Own your mistakes. So here's the thing. Everybody's afraid of making mistakes and looking stupid. I have one trick. It's not even a trick. I just have one little tip or advice for you that I do, and it breaks the ice and it makes you feel fine. If you make a mistake on live while people are watching, or if you make a mistake, yes, they're not your tribe, Gina, exactly. If you make a mistake on stage, I've done that before. Just own it, admit it, and laugh it off. People love to know that you're not like a robot. People don't like perfection. There's things about you they look up to, and then they're like, oh, wow, she's real. She's cool. Everyone makes mistakes. Exactly, Christine. I'll have to share it later if I can find it. But I have a live that I did months back. I think I was teaching systems or marketing. I literally could not say the word credibility. It took me about 4 or 5 times. I was like, credibility, haha. Who cares? I actually did a YouTube video the other day, and I was like, you know, I just have a habit of saying my intro. I'm Jennifer Della Torre, nice girl Jen, blah, blah, blah. But I went into it and I said, hey, nice girl Jen here, Jennifer, okay, and I don't know my last name today. Who cares? People actually love to see your mistakes. Why do you think they wait after the movie to watch all the bloopers? Nobody's perfect, so who cares? All right, number 3.
Number 3 is people are more worried about them looking dumb than they are worried about you.
Yes, everybody is more concerned about how silly they look than they are worried about what you're doing. So, okay, think about this. Hey, Jeanette, thanks for watching. Thanks for the hearts, ladies. Really appreciate it. So here's the thing. You ever go to a networking event and you're like sitting around, they're like, hey, everybody stand up and do your elevator speech. Are you sitting there criticizing everybody's elevator speech? Or are you inside a little nervous and like, what am I going to say? Am I going to sound stupid? Will I say the right words? Blah, 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 blah. You don't care what they're saying. What they say doesn't affect you. What you're worried about is what's going to come out of your mouth. So just understand that when you are putting yourself out there, people are more worried about what they're going to say, what they're going to do, how they're going to react, than they are about what you're doing. And back to the point of number 1, I think, or not even number 1. Sorry, see, I just made a mistake now. Back to what I was saying earlier is that it's okay to make mistakes. And if they criticize you, it is just simply because you struck a nerve with them. They were jealous because you stood up with confidence. They were jealous because you owned your mistake and laughed at yourself. They were jealous because, man, you got that hairstyle that they wish they had. I mean, I don't know. This is the way people's minds work. It's just their own insecurities, and they should get over it, right? Hey, Veronica. Yes, no one cares if you said something silly. No one cares. But God forbid they say something messed up, then they feel dumb. So just understand this. Everybody's more concerned about them looking stupid than they are about what you're up to. So the next time you feel like, man, I made a mistake, hey, guess what? You're actually human. I don't know if anybody told you. Are you human?
Yes.
Do you make mistakes?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. And so let me ask you, Jayla, real quick. Why are you such a confident girl? What do you like? Why do you love yourself?
Well, if somebody does something better than me, I just think that I still did good because it's mine and really like myself, so.
And you put forth your own effort, right? Yeah. We're not in a race, you guys. And I think that's another thing too, is everybody's so worried about where they are in the progress. We don't know when somebody started. We don't know how long they've been doing it. We don't know if they had no help at all or if they've had all the help. We just don't know these things. We don't know if they're faking it till they make it online. We don't know. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to, if this person's farther than me, and who cares about your mistakes, and don't worry about looking silly, because once again, point number 1, you are not for everybody, but there are people out there that need you. And if you're not going to deliver your true self and just put yourself out there, then they're losing out and you're losing out too. So anyways, thanks for watching. Share with any women entrepreneurs that you know need a little boost of confidence, and we appreciate all the hearts. We had our matching hair, our matching shirts. We'll show them off again because we're cool like that. And you guys have a good night.